So, later. That's some of it was at the bottom of my list of things to do. At the top is your pre-assessment. I got to grade that. I got to grade your flip grids. I'll be sharing your flip grid today, by the way. So keep an eye out for some feedback. We got schools from Minnesota, New Jersey, Chicago, Singapore, Beijing. Where else? Many students.
Can I borrow Marcus for a second?
Who?
Can I borrow Marcus for a second?
Yeah. Get out of here, Mark.
That's why I asked you. Because I never use it.
Everybody got the goal down there? To learn with pen in hand. Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. Study and write. Study and write. Didn't I give you a new one? Alright, we'll find you a new one. So, everyone repeat after me. Breathe in, breathe out.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Study and write.
Study and write.
Study and write.
Study and write.
Thanks, Tina.
Why do we study?
What?
Have to, wrong.
So, congratulations. Today we start research-based information writing. Yay! So, in this unit, our goal is to become an expert on some topic and write a book. James, you can make that trip without talking to everybody, right?
Excuse me.
CJ, slide over and let James get back in there. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get you a new one. Hang on. Now, in this unit, you're going to become an expert on something. You're going to write a book. Now, the thing we're going to focus on is teen activism. So you're going to become an expert on teen activism. You're going to become an activist. So look at our essential questions, Jim. Can you read our essential questions over there?
No.
Yes, you can.
My eyesight is good.
Who can read them? Ethan.
Essential question?
Yeah.
How can I learn about issues in the world?
And
How have people, especially young people, made a difference in their communities?
that's right. So how have people, especially young people, made a difference in their communities? Right, that's our goal, right? We want to make a difference. So, in this unit, we're going to use everything we learn in our information writing, or information reading unit. So all that stuff over there, all those anchor charts, I'm going to leave them there because we're going to rely on them as we become journalists and collect information. Okay, now the topic, teen activism, is a little different. There aren't many books, like nonfiction chapter books, about teen activism. So as journalists, we're going to be collecting different pieces of information and putting it all together, organizing it, and then sharing it to teach the world something. Okay, the books you create will go out, they will go into your portfolios. We'll also be sharing them with the schools that we're beginning to connect with. Okay, so hopefully later in the quarter or in the semester, we'll have some books from other students around the world that we read, right, and give feedback on. Now, one of the things we need to be able to do really well is take notes. To read and take notes. Taking notes needs to be our superpower. So we're going to try it. What we're going to do, I'm going to play this video about Malala, and you know something about her already, right?
Who is
Malala.
Oh, yes.
So you're gonna see this. Shh. We'll see this report as we watch. We're gonna take notes. I'm gonna take notes up here with you. and then we'll see how we do. Okay? So, Ava, what are you going to do? You're going to take notes. Do you have a blank page? Here you go. Now you do. Ready to go? Gina, you ready?
With the inspiring young girl targeted by the Taliban just because she wanted girls to go to school. Tonight, Malala Yousafzai speaks. Her life-changing surgeries over, and ABC's Bob Woodruff has talked to her father as well about the fragile young girl full of so much passion and purpose.
Malala Yousafzai's journey from this to this is nothing short of a miracle. And today, for the first time, people heard her voice.
Today you can see that I'm alive. I can speak. I can see you. I can see everyone. And I'm getting better day by day. It's just because of the prayers of people.
Prayers and letters sent to this young girl who became a symbol of hope. She was just 12 when the Taliban shut down her school and a public crusade began.
I have the right of education. I have the right to play. I have the right to sing. I have the right to talk. I have the right to speak up.
Her actions made her a target. Last October, on her way home from school, she was brutally attacked. Gunmen entered her van and shot her at point-blank range in the head. She was medevaced to England in critical condition, but she refused to die. The bullet had glanced off her skull, traveled down her cheek, and into her shoulder. Incredibly, it didn't enter her brain. As her story spread, so did her following. I spoke with her father, Zuddin, a school teacher himself.
Malala has become a hero. She has now triggered a huge movement around the world. She gets letters from children.
Malala is incredible.
They've made videos for her. Did you ever imagine there would be this kind of reaction to what happened to her?
I think Malala is an inspiration for the children all over the world. When she fell, Pakistan stood and the whole world supported her.
Today, Malala was sitting up in bed after 5 hours of surgery this weekend to repair her skull and damaged ear. She released a video statement talking about her new fund.
I want to serve. I want to serve the people. And I want every girl, every child to be educated. And for that reason, we have organized Malala Fund.
What are you trying to accomplish by the fund?
Our aim and our dream is to educate children, and especially girls. Because when you educate a girl, you educate the whole family. You educate a generation. You educate all other coming children.
The challenge is enormous. Today, there are 32 million girls around the world who are not in school.
Now, while that fund is actually to get off the ground,
Okay. Now, show your partner your notes. What'd you write?
They have a right to work and talks about obstacles in
Some girls like got shot, and she's telling people yes, you have to be education.
Okay. Eyes back up here. It looks like you forgot to turn on your superpower note-taking skills. Right, Albert?
Yes.
These are mine, right? Is this different than what you wrote? Looks different. That's why. Okay? I turned on the power learning and note-taking part of my brain. Okay, so what I did as I listened, okay, I was trying to write fast. Right? So you see, this is sloppier than my normal writing. So I'm trying to write fast. I want to get the ideas down there. I can watch this again and add things or fix things, right? I'm listening for important facts. So names, places, numbers. Right, I got names, well, and we know her name. I wrote about her dad. I wrote the number of girls not receiving an education. I wrote the places, Pakistan, England, where she went for emergency surgery. Okay, so I have quotes and context. You see the quotes here. What does context mean? Context. Anybody know? What's the context? For context, you can think about like the 5 W's. Who, what, where, why, when. Like, what's going on? What's the situation? So I've got things like, she was a target of the Taliban. She was shot in the head for speaking out about girls' education. Had surgery, survived. Now she has this fund. They're raising money so that all girls in the world can be educated. Right? That's the contextual information that I got in here. Right? It also has some of my ideas. So if I wrote something like, Malala will change the world. Right? That's not in the interview or the report there, but it's my idea too. So the notes can include my ideas. Right? It's not an abbreviated version of the news article or the news report. Okay? So we got all this stuff in there. And as a journalist, what you need to do is go into this interview, go into your research looking for these things. So imagine that you are like that reporter who's at the scene of an accident or a press conference or something, and you've got your little notepad, right? You're writing everything down, right? These important things. Okay? That's kind of what you're doing while note-taking to learn about this topic. You ready to try again? Okay, so we're going to have a different video now, but I want you to do the same thing, but this time try to double the amount of information that gets on your page. Okay, that'll be your goal. Double it. So if you put this much for Malala, for the next guy, you're going to put this much. You ready to give it a try? Remember, names, places, numbers, important facts, write fast. If you got to write something in Korean, that's okay. Not the whole thing, but like if you can't think of a word in English real fast, just write in Korean. Okay? You can draw a picture. James, you can use whatever you want, buddy.
I don't know how to write.
Oh no.
Wow.
Here we go. Are you ready? Have you turned on your power learning and note-taking brains? Inbay, is it on? Now you're like a detective now.
Oh, last year.
Okay? You are tuned in to the important facts, and they're going in your notebook. You ready to go? Here we go.
All electronics contain some sort of heavy metals or toxic chemicals that, when dumped, burned, or in any way improperly disposed of, seep into the environment. They get into the land, the air, and the water. I wanted to do something in the community about it, so I found some friends, brought them together, and we decided to start a community problem-solving team. It was actually a huge success. We got about 20,000 pounds of electronics that day. But after we found out that reusing electronics was 7 times more efficient than recycling, we said, hey, let's start refurbishing some computers. We refurbished over 300 for our local community. But then beyond that, we worked to create 7 media centers in other countries around the world. We actually worked in our own town to wrote a piece of legislation, an ordinance, that was passed unanimously banning electronic waste dumping in our town. Went to the town council, went back to the state house, got a petition signed, and then we got the bill passed back in 2006. A lot of people say that every long journey starts with a single step. As cliche as it is, we found out that it's true because back when we started in 2002, all we had was this article to go by. From there, we've probably been able to recycle over 330,000 pounds of electronics. This is a problem everybody should be concerned about. It takes one easy step to go and fix it. Just recycle your computers and that's it.
No matter what you want to do, Members Project from American Express and Take Part can help.
Okay, now, first thing I want you to do, exchange notebooks with someone. Okay? Exchange notebooks, just have a look at what your partner did. Now don't write in the notebook, but look for important facts. So did they write any names? Did they write places? Did they write numbers? Do they describe the context? Okay, so just have a look for 30 seconds and then I want you to tell each other what you see in each other's notebooks. Okay, so 30 seconds, you're just studying what's there, quietly. Okay, go, 30 seconds. Jake, in bed. You're studying those notes quietly for 30 seconds, comparing with what's on the chart. Okay, now, one of the partners, tell them what you found. What are they doing that's up on our chart? You can say you're doing this, you're doing this. Right here you are, you wrote some statistics. Yeah. Oh, Darren. Connecting language. What are you doing? Any more? CJ, don't do that. You keep speaking Korean, you might sink into the floor here. You have to stay forever.
He needs detention.
This is like our deep blue sea here. You stay afloat by using the connecting language. Connecting with the world around you. So how do we do? Now look, if you wrote fast, give me a thumbs up. Right, if you feel like you could have been faster, but it's okay, like this. Okay, now if you've got important facts like names, places, and numbers down, give me a thumbs up. Okay, if you wrote down something about the context and you have quotes, thumbs up. Okay, if you included your ideas, thumbs up. So you have something there that comes from you, not from the report. Some of us, right? Okay, now, as a class, our topic for the unit is teen activism. So we're going to be using a teen activism text set to grow our understanding of that topic. And as we do that, we're practicing our note-taking skills. Okay, so as you read today, I just shared the text set with you in the classroom. And as you read today, remember that our topic is not Malala or Alex Lynn, it's activism. How do young people make a difference in the world? All right, that's our topic, that's our goal, that's our essential question. Right? So you'll be reading about a lot of different activists and kinds of activism. Additionally, what's different in this unit is that all the reading you do about activism is going to happen in class. So that means the reading you do at home is completely up to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will never think.
What?
Nothing. Listen.
So, like we said, 30 to 60 minutes at home, but now you have 100% choice of what you read at home. Right? So it doesn't have to be nonfiction or fiction, it can be whatever you want.
Yes.
Okay? So if you want, take another reading log today to start again. Right? If you slowed down at the end of the last unit, take another reading log and get that started at home, okay? So you can sit, head back to your seats, open up your MacBooks. You're staying in the Padlet. Right, the text set is in the Padlet. I just shared it with you. That's where all your reading comes from in class for the next several days. Okay? I'm going to come around to see your note taking.